off the glass. Lafreniere knocks it down. Turan lost the puck to Dach. In comes Dach with a chance, shoots off the goal post. Dach thought he'd score, and he ran it up the inside of the post. Kirby Dach with a great chance there.
He's got his head up the whole time, steals the puck, and right off the inside of the post. And
tries to dig for that in the corner. Here's Dach with it in, shoots, and Borak makes the stop. Swings it back ahead, picked up by Dach. In comes Dach, shoots, Wolf makes the stop on him. Barron winds in for Dach. In comes Dach with a chance, walks right in, tapped that wide. A great move there by Kirby Dach.
Kirby Dach makes things look easy.
Find Dach with that, now Dach has it back. Dach spins back in the corner. Lafreniere fighting for space in front. Dach throws it back in front. Oh, what a save there by Wallstead. Point blank on Lafreniere. What a stop. Dach led all Western Hockey League rookies with 39 assists last year playing for the Saskatoon Blades. Now a centering pass. Clark with a chance. Scores!
What a pass by Kirby Dach. From below the goal line, Lafreniere down to Dach. I mean, he takes that pass and he's already swinging it into the area where he knows Clark's going to move to.
Centering pass and a save made on the shot by Bowen Byram. He was set up by Dach. And now back at the point, it's held by Sasha Hubert. That's gloved ahead. Here comes Canada with a chance shorthanded. Kirby Dach walking in. Dach feeds it back across. The Dach scores! A give and go and a shorthanded goal.
Fascinating to watch Kirby Dach and Ryan Suzuki on this 2-on-0. They're both really good playmakers. Pass is good, crisp, quick. Thibaut Fanton has no chance.
Perron was tying up. Dach across for Perron. Canada breaks in 3-on-2. Kirby Dach drops it back for Lafreniere, pulls it back and shoots. Wolf makes the stop.
Again, good offensive players always are able to get the puck in positions where they're threatening.
Slaps it down to Dach. Spins back in the corner. Reed stepped into him. Dach stays on it. Dach, wraparound try, throws it back through the crease. Jam away at it. Lafreniere on it. And Krebs as well. Now Lafreniere just missed his man. And Lafreniere gathers up the puck. Sweeps it across to Krebs. Krebs holds and shoots. Now on the power play. 1 for 3 in the game. Dach comes in shorthanded. Oliphant makes the save.
Gets inside of Johansson, pulling it back and then back through him, and pretty good feet work to get to the net. Annafeld holds that post very nicely, but Kirby Dach is another player. Just the physical maturity is starting to come for him, and he's able to impact the game in more ways.
Well, just think about the physical differences for these players when the draft comes 11 months from now, or 10 months from now.
Lafreniere through the neutral zone makes a really good little pass in tight to Kirby Dach, and then Dach delivers it perfectly where Krebs just skates right into it as the goaltender's moving one way, the puck's beating him the other way.
And Korzak, a lead pass for Kirby Dach. Dach goes in on Tobias Bjorkfort. Byram as Raymond has once again flown the zone. Dach digging there with Bjorkfort. For Krebs, back for Lafreniere, bouncing puck, chops it on goal. And that went just wide. Now Lafreniere back with it. In for Krebs. Krebs centers it. Held by Dach. He fired that high and wide. Dach knocked it free in front for Lafreniere. Spins and shoots, score! Tipped home by Dach, and the game is tied.
Throws it right back, and Dach makes no mistake. And Dach redirects it perfectly.
That's picked up and a chance now for Canada on the break. Peyton Krebs. Krebs works in. Weber hustles back across, and a chance for Dach. Missed the open net.
Then here's Dach trying to get it up and misses the net. And like all good offensive players, when they miss, they look skyward.
Back to center ice for Lafreniere. Moving in now with Dach. In comes Kirby Dach. Shoots from a sharp angle. Wolf makes the stop. Dach steps up into his man as he bumps into Weber.
Was the Hlinka-Gretzky Cup a nice way to kick off the season? Playing meaningful games like that in August, bit of a boost to the start of the year for you?
Yeah, for sure. You know, you're kind of in that summer mode, and then you're in that tournament in the middle of August or late August. Kind of helps you get ready for the season and then grind ahead. So it kind of gave me a little bit of an extra step and an edge on maybe other guys or other teams in the league, and help me to go to a good start.
There's a great save there. Kirby Dach off the backhand, gets it off the post. That's great eye hand, but he just can't get it inside the post. That's 2 posts today for Kirby Dach.
Here's Dach with it. Tried to center it, that bounced away, now picked up by Martin Volko, who plays in Sweden. The Slovaks, we talked about him, really works hard to try to keep their players at home as opposed to going to North America as Krebs centers it. but where a lot of them wind up is Sweden. And that shot, high up the crossbar, score! Matthew Robertson has it go in. They say it was knocked in with a high stick, and they'll wave it off.
It's up and over. Great call.
It's amazing how often they get it right.
This is a scouting magnet. As the shot was blocked by Dach. In comes Dach with a chance. In alone, Dach drops it back, and a great save by Wolf and Lafreniere.
For those who haven't had a chance to watch you play, how would you describe yourself?
I would say I'm a 200-foot centerman who's a playmaker and has very good hockey IQ and vision and kind of sees the play develop before it happens. I'm more of a pass-first type of player, but at the same time, I think I have a good shot and can surprise goalies with a quick release. And I'm very competitive and hardworking, and I want to win every game I compete in, and I hate to lose.
Lafreniere to Dach, shoots and off his stick. Krebs gets it back. In the corner is Kirby Dach. Into Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta, just northeast of Edmonton. Cross to Byram. And here's Dach with it. Back for Krebs to Dach. Lafreniere standing in front, gets a stick on that, goes between the legs, and the save is made by Fatone.
What do you think is your greatest strength? Obviously, you have size and strength. You skate really well, and you're an offensively creative guy. Is there one trait in particular you think sets you apart?
My playmaking ability is my ability to draw the defenders towards me, create time and space for my line mate.
Dach spins back. Nifty pivot in the corner.
Is there one thing in particular this year that you think you're trying to focus on or work on the most?
Just my strength. You can never be strong enough, but at the same time, skating and shooting is one area that I've kind of been working on. You can never be a fast enough skater or explosive enough. Been working on that in my shots. The goalies are getting better, and you got to be able to have a quicker release to be able to put it in accurate spots.
Shoots through the traffic. It was tipped. Works in, shoots, it deflected in front. Borak down. The puck still loose. The jam away at it. Dach couldn't reach it. Kirby Dach sends it back. Lafreniere fires, and again, Borak's lost his goal stick. Looks like someone buttered it. Lafreniere back with it. Wrapped around for Lafreniere. Juding lost his stick. Perreault shoots, scores! It's it off for Korzak. His long shot was blocked in front by Albert Johansson. Dach with Krebs posting up in front. Trying to dig it free.
Do you remember how old you were when you first started playing?
I think it was maybe 2 or 3. I had those little bobsled skates where they were like 2 blades on one skate.
Oh, yeah.
Had a back there ring, so I was kind of taught up there by my dad. And then I don't think I started playing organized hockey until I was about 3-ish, and just something I love to do, and ended up working out.
And away comes Kirby Dach. Get across the line now. Dach shoots from a sharp angle. He finds Soderblom. And Soderblom with Dach all over him. Works back to the side of the goal, and Dach got a stick on him. Soderblom stays on it. Boyevich picks up the loose puck. Rink wide pass for Dach with Krebs and Lafreniere. Dach sends it back in front right through the crease. And now Broberg has it back. Broberg knocked down by Dach.
Now, Kirby, you're just, under a hair under 6'4" and just shy of 200 pounds. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Have you always been like the tallest kid in your class, or did you have a growth spurt that kind of you had to go through?
Kind of been the tallest kid, but it wasn't until maybe last year, this summer, where I started sticking out and fill out into my body. It was just going to help me out down the road. Last year I didn't really have the size to kind of I was getting pushed around a little bit, but this year I think I've kind of stood my ground a little bit better.
In your mind, do you feel that this time next year you could be in the NHL?
Yeah, that's obviously where I want to be. I think I have the work ethic and drive to be there and to compete. But I think it's a long road, and there's a lot of things that have to go my way, and I always have to come to the rink and work hard and try to get better. So you just never know, and I think that's where I want to be, and I think I can be there. But at the same time, there's lots of variables that can either go my way or won't go my way.
Winds it down to the goal mouth. Lafreniere had the puck at his feet, couldn't find it for a moment. To Lafreniere. To the goal mouth to Dach. Lafreniere moves it on Henriksen. Minute to go on the power play. Byram, a shot, scores! Byram with a point shot that gets by Wallstedt.
Byram shoots it right off the pass.
Might have been tipped by Kirby Dach in front.
I didn't even touch the last one. That's all Bowen Byram's goal. I just kind of got in front and screened the goalie. I don't think I touched that one.
Net front presence has to mean so much. Anytime you're late in a game that's close, you just got to get in front.
Yeah, for sure. That goalie played a great game, and anything he was able to see, he was able to stop. So I think we just needed to get in front of his eyes and take away his sight, and we'd be fine.
Red for Dach. In comes Dach with it. Fires that through the crease. Evers pass. In comes Jamison Reese, shorthanded. Reese works in, drops it off, and Dach with a chance. Dach almost poked that hole. Drops it back, Lafreniere plays it back across. The return pass, bouncing in front. Up to Kirby Dach. In comes Dach with it now. Centers it, goes right down to Borak, and David Borak knocked that away.
High expectations for you, but I've talked to enough players over the years that there's probably no more pressure on you than what you put on yourself. You probably expect a lot from yourself.
Yeah, for sure. I think anytime you're a highly touted player, there's going to be pressure on you. But I think I just kind of got to focus on staying even keel, and there's going to be people who talk highly of you, and there's people who talk lowly of you, and you just can't let any of that bother you. Focus on the next day and recover the rink and getting better every day.
That pass picked off by Dach with a great chance. He finds Lafreniere. And here's the first shift for Alexis Lafreniere, number 11, and a big hit in the corner. And a chance in front of his goal. Lafreniere centers it. And Dach got the last touch.
And then Dach, right below the goal line, creates the turnover.
Holloway pokes it ahead and finds Dach. No shots for Canada on that power play. In comes Holloway. Moves around Davies and shoots from a sharp angle. Another penalty coming.
As Kirby Dach is going to the net here, Feenster's got his arms all around him and takes him right down. Just 17 years old.
Kirby Dach drops it off. In comes Krebs with a shot. That's knocked away by Wallstead. In front, Lafreniere down to Dach. Alexis Lafreniere, the native of Saint-Eustache, Quebec, just outside Montreal. Now Lafreniere fires high and wide. The puck still in score.
It's off the glass, and Dach never gets a hold of it. Goes off the right pad.